dear students, so as I told you yesterday that today I will show you the practical part of the line chart. So it is here. Come, let's start with the class. So first you have to import the matplotlib.pyplot library of Python. So import matplotlib.pyplot as PL, means this PL is going to represent this matplotlib.pyplot. After that, here we have created three different lists. So A is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now the list B is double of the list A, and list C is the square of the list A. So here you can see 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4, 3 plus 3 is 6, 4 plus 4 8, and list C is the square. 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. So in this pattern we have created three different lists. Now here first we are using the plot function pl.plot, then you have passed these two lists. Here you can see this is the x-axis, means it contains the values of list A, and this is the y-axis and it contains the values of list B, and this is our line graph. Okay, now suppose you want the x-axis to be named as some values. So what you have to write? pl.x label some values. So here you can see some values is written on the x-axis. If you want the y-axis to be named as double values, you have to write pl.y label double values. Now what you want is both some values for x-axis and double values for y-axis should come together. So you have written pl.plot a comma b, but you did not see here the some values and double values. You are getting the original line graph. So to sort out this problem, what you have to do? First you have to write pl.x label within bracket some values, then you have to press Ctrl and Enter key together, then this dot dot will come, means this is the starting of the next line. pl.y label double values, again you have to press Ctrl and Enter key together, then you write pl.plot a comma b. After this you press the Enter key only, then you will get this output, some values, double values, and the line graph. So this is our first example. Now again you are importing the matplotlib.pyplot, and this time you are giving the alias name as plt. So you can give any identifier name of your choice, but it should be a legal identifier name. Import numpy s and b. So here you are going to create a numpy array. So here you have to import numpy s and b. X equal to np dot a range 0, 10, 0.1. So using the arange function of numpy library, you are going to create this array. So here starting value is 0, stop value is 10, and our step value is 0.1, means 0 plus 0.1 will give you the next element. Now a equal to np dot cos x. So what a will contain? A will contain all the cos values of the values of x, means whatever values you will get or whatever array elements you will get using the arange function, that will be stored in x. Now the cos, using the cos function, whatever values you will get for those elements will be stored in a. B equal to np dot sin x, and when you are using the sin function, whatever values you will get for the elements of array x, that will be stored in B. Now plt.plot x comma a comma and color code you have given as B. So this is our blue graph. Next plt.plot x comma b comma r. So x comma b comma r. So this is the sign values and the color code you have given are so red. Now you want to combine these two graphs. So what we have to write? We have to write plt.show function, but this function will not work in this way. For this what you have to do? Again you have to follow the same old pattern, means plt.plot x comma a comma b, Ctrl plus Enter key you have to press, plt.plot x comma b comma r. Again you have to press the control and enter key together. Then you have to write plt.show function, and then here you have to press the enter key only. Then you will get this combined graph. And as I told you in yesterday's class, if you do not mention the color codes, automatically Python will assign a color of its own, because it will not show two graphs on one color. It will give different colors for the two graphs. Next, here we have created another two lists. P equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, and Q is the double of this list P. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Now plt dot plot P, Q, both the list K. K means the color of the line will be black. Yesterday I have shown you the table. Marker equal to D means shape of this marker points will be what? Diamond shape. So D. Marker size 5. So its size is 5 points, and marker edge color is red. So here you can see the red colors. So when you will run this statement, you will get this graph. Next, plt.plot P, Q, R plus. So here the line, color and type means this one, the marker, what type of marker symbol you want is combined. So R plus, it is written together within single quotes. Line style is solid. So here you see, when you are running this statement, the color of the line is red, and since you have written the line color and the marker together, so the marker pluses come, and that also in red color. Now if you want the marker color to be different, then what you have to do, you see plt.plot P, Q, R plus, though you have written it together here, line style equal to solid, you have given the solid line. Marker edge color equal to B for blue. So here you have specified marker edge color to be B, blue. So here you see the plus symbols, or the markers plus with the plus symbol have turned blue. Next, here plt.plot P, Q, R, O. Here you have combined the lines, line color and the marker. So here you see, though you have given the line color as R, but you have not specified the line style. So what will happen? Your line will not appear. Only the markers will appear. Here you have given it as O, means the circular shape will come, and since the color R is combined here, it will come in red color. But you have not given the line style. So if you give the line style, then the line will come in red color. But since you have not given the line style, it will not come. So this is all about the practical part of line chart. You do it and practice it, and then if you have any doubts, you ask me. So that's all for today's class. Thank you and have a nice day.